basically thought that that was going to be my lot in life. I was going to spend my 30s and 40s sick, and then I would die early, and that was just the way it was. Before I started training and changing my mindset, I was a very overweight, very sick and very sad woman. As a teenager I was very fit and very healthy, and unfortunately got very sick after having my first child and put on a lot of weight, and unfortunately never got rid of that weight and just got bigger and bigger. The more medication I went on, the bigger I got and the sadder I got. So my obstacles before I started training and really working on my mindset was basically my own limiting belief that I couldn't change. I have a family that have a lot of chronic illness and lost both my grandparents on my mother's side very early, and basically thought that that was going to be my lot in life. I was going to spend my 30s and 40s sick, and then I would die early, and that was just the way it was. So I really believed that there was no way I was ever going to be fit and healthy again. There was no way I'd ever be able to go into a shop and buy clothes off the rack and know that they would fit, or that I would not be on medication. I'd been on medication since I was a teenager, and I thought that I would always be on medication, and now I'm not on any medication. Biggest challenge before I started changing was just starting to be able to have the confidence to go out and train, and also the belief in how healthy eating and healthy mindset can create massive change in my life. So I didn't believe in myself, and I didn't believe that anything other than what I was being told by my doctors was going to help me. So challenges was one, prioritising myself and putting myself first. As a working parent, you're always, questioning whether you're doing the right thing or not, but I had to change my mindset, and that's what I did training with Glenn, was realising that it was okay for me to be put first, because I couldn't be the best I could be otherwise. Training with Glenn and also working with Kieran in a slightly different setting has helped me enormously. I'm a lot more confident, a lot more fit, a lot more fit. I completed Tough Mudder in January, which was a massive positive for me, and something I would never ever have considered being even dreaming about doing beforehand. And I did every single obstacle, and I couldn't wipe the smile off my face for a year. Well, it's not been a year, but I couldn't wipe the smile off my face for a long time, because I never would have believed I could have done that. And to have that confidence to know, it took me a while, but to jump off this 4.5 metre platform and have that community that we've created in training with different people, we're like a family, and they really coaxed me through it as well. So that was a massive positive. If I hadn't have had one of those boys at the bottom yelling at me to jump, I'm not sure I would have completed every obstacle. But that for me was a massive positive and a good milestone for me in my journey, because I've still got a place to go to. I find working with Glenn and Kieran a lot different to things I've tried in the past, because it works on the holistic approach. It's not just about, you'll find a lot of programs, they'll either focus on nutrition or they'll focus on moving your body, but they don't focus on your mindset as well. So that holistic mind-body approach, where you're working on your head to fix your body, to be able to want to eat the right foods, it's all connected. And I feel that Glenn and Kieran have got that nailed, because they do make positive, permanent changes in people and help them realise that they have the power within themselves to make those changes. Major changes I've made in my life since I started my journey from ill health to being fairly fit and a lot more healthy now. Well, one, obviously the dropping of the weight is a massive thing. I'm at about 35 kilos now. Still have a few more to go, but I'm not fussed about that, which in my previous life I would have been so hung up on what the scale said. Studying now, and I'm studying a career path where I can then go on and help people make those changes in their lives as well, and be fit and healthy and full of life, and just basically being a lot more positive and strong, and approaching different obstacles that would have really got me down and made me negative in the past. I'm dealing with, life throws challenges at you, and that's okay. They're there for a reason. The tools I've learnt, and using mindset in a positive manner to talk to myself positively, that has helped me accomplish a lot more in my life. Felt like I was in a treadmill before, work, and when I wasn't too sick to work, just working and trying to look after my family, and it just felt the same thing day in, day out. Whereas now I greet the day with happiness and joy, and I'm thankful for the things I have in my life. No one's life is perfect, and that's okay, but learning that and knowing that that's okay was very different to how I thought before. My advice to anyone who is thinking that they can't, and thinking that they're stuck, and thinking that they're never going to be able to change, you can do it, and you will do it, and the support you'll get from Glenn and Kieran to do it is life-changing, because you sometimes need that kick in the butt, and sometimes you need a hug, and they seem to have that innate knack of knowing when you need the kick in the butt and when you need the hug, and they'll give you the tools. You've got the tools within yourself, but they will let you see that you've got the tools within yourself to make the changes that you need to make.